I'm Josh After from Padcaster. Today we're going to talk about the Padcaster mini mic, the kind of mic it is, what it's good for, what comes with it when you get it. So first, this is the built microphone here. This is an Electret cardioid condenser microphone. There, I said it. So a cardioid is a microphone that picks up a pattern around front and rejects in the back. Electret just means, it's a fancy term for it provides its own power. It doesn't require external power to work. So I'm gonna take this, I'm gonna go to here, what it comes with, and we're gonna build it together and go through the different steps. So this is the capsule for the mini mic. It has a 3.5 millimeter or mini. So what you can do is plug either one of these cables. We have a TRS and a TRRS. Again, let me break this down as easy as I can. A TRS cable, they're both mini jacks like you would have on an old pair of headphones. TRS refers to tip, ring, sleeve. And that is a standard headphone jack for one source. This goes back into the microphone here. You would plug this into something like a DSLR like we have over there. Anything that you plug a microphone into would take this just fine. A TRRS cable simply means tip, ring, ring, sleeve. For our purposes, we use the coiled tip, ring, sleeve cable. And so let me plug this in. It even tells you on here which end goes to the mic and which end goes to the device. So we'll plug that in. And now we'll talk a little bit about the shock mount. This is a flexible piece of plastic. And what it does is it keeps this microphone from moving around and creating unwanted microphone handling noise. There's part of the microphone here that is recessed, and that is where this microphone shock mount, this slides right in like that. It's easy to pop in and out, but once it's popped in, it essentially holds it steady even if you're moving, and that would greatly reduce the microphone handling noise that you would otherwise get. So once it's in there, you can have an indoor windscreen like this that just protects it. It is good for like popping sounds. If you were to say a lot of hard P's and T's without this on there, it might overmodulate your sound. It also comes with an outdoor windscreen, a furry windscreen. So this protects you from wind. If you get strong wind outside and you hear that on the microphone, the sound is unusable. So this really protects you from outside environments when there's, considerable wind. This will block that out and still allow you to pick up really good sound on the microphone. So I'll leave that on there and I'll show you the bottom of this. It's got a 1/4-20 thread and a cold shoe foot. This allows it to be mounted in a number of different ways. So let me get my trusty 1/4-20, which can be found on something like this, a G-Pod. You could screw it directly into the end of this or on a light stand. Any way you want to position it, you can screw it directly into something that has a 1/4-20 on it. If you want to put it on something that has a cold shoe, you can use a product like this. It's called the Base Station, and it's made for iPads and also for smartphones. This one has a Verse grip on top. So now this can go either out if I'm shooting someone who's out this direction, or if I'm doing selfie of, using the FaceTime camera or doing a video conference, I can even have it pointing toward me and have it facing into the screen that way. So it's picking up sound this direction or that direction. Hooking up the microphone is fairly straightforward. If you're using an iPad that has a headphone jack, you can use this splitter here. There's one end of the splitter that says microphone, that plugs into that. There's one end that says headphone, and you would plug headphones into that to monitor your sound. Now, I'm using an iPhone 13. So this is a Lightning to 3.5-inch dongle, and that basically converts the signal coming out of the phone from a Lightning connector into an audio connector that can plug the microphone into this side. And now if you want to hear what you're doing, you can have a pair of headphones, plug them in, and plug them into the headphone end of this splitter, and then you'll be able to hear the sound while you're recording it. Now we're going to record something on here. I'm going to switch the cameras to the front camera. This is the FaceTime camera, and I'm recording with the mini microphone. I'm going to make sure of it by going up front and going up to the microphone and testing it. So you can hear that at this distance it sounds pretty bright. It's picking up some of the sound. I can hear some of the environment. but if I'm fairly close and I'm talking into this, I can also hear in these headphones, and it's fairly simple to install. I'm gonna go back to you guys. Take these off. This is the Padcaster mini microphone. I'm Josh from Padcaster. Keep on rolling. Sound.